All right. Good morning. So, hot topic in marketing right now is AI, harnessing AI, using it to be more efficient. And that is what we're going to discuss this morning. Thank you for joining. So, our agenda for today will meet me and the team. We'll talk about the AI basics. We're going to play a little game called Can You Spot the AI? We're going to talk about the best uses, the worst uses. We're going to have a tools cheat sheet, and then what's next. So, what do you do with all of this knowledge that we talk about today? So, hi, I'm Heather. This is a little bit about me, what makes me tick, my passions. This is Heather as a fencer at MIT. If you know anything about me, I was a very competitive person, still am a very competitive person. I went from not having learned fencing, picked it up my senior year of high school, to going to the New England regionals with MIT. Which, if you know anything about fencing, there's a lot of like Olympic fencers in the New England area. It's a very competitive sport, and I joined specifically because it's one of the only Division I sports at MIT, and I wanted to see what I could do, and I had a great time doing it. This is Heather as a baby researcher. I worked in one of the most kind of cutting edge engineering labs in the world when it came to medical technologies. And for over 10 years was doing that plus cancer research at NIH. I got to travel around the world doing that research. This is me in India. I worked for a pharmaceutical company in India. I wanted to learn, like, are our jobs really going abroad? Is science really moving overseas? I can tell you all about that story. Our jobs are not going overseas. And if maybe the next question we're going to answer today is AI going to take all of our jobs? We'll suss that out today as well too. The economy crashed while I was getting my PhD at Johns Hopkins. I did complete my PhD, but the job market for scientists was not looking good. I went into sales. I worked for large pharmaceutical companies for many years, doing both pharmaceutical sales and medical device sales. This was me winning my first presidential award, which I was the number one I was the number one salesperson of the company at the time. And I went on to have more success in my last role before I started my marketing agency. I was also the number one salesperson at my medical device company. And that's what launched me into starting my own business, because I was also a little bit sick of the corporate politics at that point too. This is my family and my why. Ethan, he is almost 14 now, which is crazy. My blind diabetic schnoodle. In fact, that these two are both type 1 diabetics. And then Miss Marie. And then this is my husband and I. He just promoted to lieutenant colonel recently. There are a lot of military spouses, team members on my team. In fact, I've found that they are one of the best, most awesome people to ever work for you. And I am so thankful for this team. So meet Blue Hookie. We've won a couple of awards in the last couple of years, thanks to this group who has been very supportive of us online. And all of these folks are just absolute keys and gems to the success of Blue Hookie, and I'm thankful for them every day. I also have a couple of teachers who do part-time work for us at Blue Hookie as well. So we have a really awesome team with a lot of experience in both marketing, writing, and getting all of that done. All right, so let's jump right into a brief history of machine learning. So if you have kind of just been following, like, what's the technologies that are coming out, we started with AI was being used for fraud detection, search algorithms, supply chain management. And then it started to become much more like in the consumer-driven space. So social media, commerce, and ads, which is true today. And then we keep going forward, right? So now we have pattern recognition. You can find images that look like other images. You can find people in images. Speech recognition, translation. There's all kinds of tools in machine learning. And my tool cheat sheet, which we'll get to, has a lot of those different technologies broken out. So AI is not just one thing, right? It's a lot of different technologies that do a lot of different things for you. Okay, so let's play Are You Smarter Than AI? So in the chat, I'm going to put some examples of human written and AI written content, as well as real photos versus AI photos. And you tell me what you think it is. So here's the first one to try to pick the AI. All right, the first one is, hey, John, how does your schedule look this week or next to discuss your marketing? The second one is, hey, John, I hope this email finds you well. As we approach the last quarter of the year, I wanted to touch base with you regarding our marketing strategies and discuss potential initiatives to ensure a strong finish to 2023. So A versus B, what do you think is the AI? Oh yeah, everybody got it. And we're going to talk a little bit about it. This will get harder as I show you more examples. All right, so pick the AI between these two lovely ladies that we have here. So A is a lovely lady with some neon lights, and B is also a lovely lady with some neon lights. What do we think? A, B, A, B. Oh my gosh, you guys are experts. Everybody's picking the AI. All right, final one. This is a social media post crafted for Blue Hookie. One on the right, did you know that AI can hurt rather than help your marketing? Too much of a good thing is not always a good thing, but Blue Hookie's team of marketing professionals can direct your AI usage for the results you're looking for. Discover the potential pitfalls of AI in marketing. Not all AI is created equal, and too much of a good thing can be counterproductive. Fortunately, our expert team knows how to harness it. Okay, this one's a little bit of a controversial one. Okay, so B is actually the AI in this one. How did you spot the AI is the big question, right? And I think a lot of you know, because this is probably what you were looking at or picking at. Is there some awkward phrasing? Is it overly formal? Is it overly informal? Is it inappropriate emojis? Is it too wordy? Does it have a photoshopped feel to it? Does it have a lack of voice? Is it not personalized? Is it weird punctuation? But I will say, even for some of the toughest examples I showed you, most of you were able to 100% pick out the AI versus the human written or human generated. Let's talk about trust. So there's actually a study I'm doing right now with at the University of Richmond with a couple of marketing researchers. And part of what we're doing our study on is the trust equation and using AI. So the trust equation is people are more likely to do refer to and do business with brands that they fully trust versus brands that they do not trust. And we kind of know this. We're all on a BNI call this morning, right? There's a trust component about BNI. 61% of people will advocate for a business that they trust. 57% will purchase from a business they trust. 43% will stay loyal to a business they trust, and 31% will engage with a business that they trust. So let's talk about how the trust equation fits in with AI, right? So perceived brand authenticity online has to do with your stability, your credibility, and your character. Best uses of AI in your marketing: idea generation, utilizing data, analyzing data, optimizing delivery, reaching the right audience, creating alternatives, spotting weaknesses, improving your creative. What are all of these talking about? You're partnering with AI to improve what you're already doing, right? The worst uses of AI in marketing: unmonitored generation, unedited content, ads without monitoring, chat bots that are AIs, automating emails, website content, social media that's unedited, customer interactions. The reason being is that everyone on this call could pick out the AI 100% almost, right? And if you have a lot of content generated by AI, you start to break down that trust relationship with your audience, and people start to wonder about the quality, right, of you as a professional, the quality of what you're putting out there. Okay, so this is the $1 million question as to what a lot of people always ask me, which is like, oh, what are all the technologies out there? This is a huge graphic. At the end, I will put my phone number. You can text me your email address, and I will send you this graphic via email so that you can see all of it. But you can see it's not just one technology, right? There's audio, there's research, there's infrastructure, there's text, there's design, there's images, right? And so that's not to say that AI is bad. And in fact, you can't avoid AI, right? AI is here, right? And it's in a lot of different places. So it's harnessing it, right? Finding the things that you need help with, and then using it, right? Moving forward. All right, so let's give you an example. Okay, what is bad AI? So bad AI, this is an example from an actual client. E-commerce ads. They're a small inventor. They wanted to drive more revenue via their website. Leads are tracked start to finish, right? So in e-commerce, the moment you land on the website, the moment you see the ads from the purchase point, we track every movement on the website, right? Google drove lots of add to carts, but very few purchases. What, right? Like, we have the algorithm set up, like it can track everything. The AI should be doing what it should. Well, we discovered that there were pricing issues versus their store on Amazon, meaning you could get the product for cheaper on Amazon. So we're driving all this traffic to the website. We're getting a lot of add to carts. People see the price and then they drop, right? And that will hinder your success. So even though this seems like a closed-end system, the AI should drive everything, you have to have a human to tease out what's really going on here, right? All right, good AI. So these are urgent care ads. A small orthopedic urgent care wanted to get more patients for less than ZocDoc leads. We set up a total lifestyle tracking, which means we're tracking clicks, we're tracking website submissions, we're tracking calls, and now they get more leads for Google for half the cost of what they're paying at ZocDoc. So what's next? Okay, so you can schedule a competitor audit with me, or you can text me at 617-519-1320, your email, and I'll send you that AI marketing tools graphic via email to wrap up this in a nice little bow. And thank you all for joining this morning. I hope that this has been very informative.